Hello everyone, welcome to Technical Powerhouse. In this video we are going to learn how we can configure sharing configurations in SharePoint Online. To do so, you would require global administrator privileges on your Microsoft 365 account. With that account, log into admin.microsoft.com and you will be landed on this page. From this page, select SharePoint from the admin centers. The SharePoint Admin Center will launch in a separate tab in the same browser. Once the Admin Center loads up successfully, from the left-hand side, click on Policies and then on Sharing. This page lets you configure sharing for SharePoint and OneDrive for Business. Why is it so? Because even for OneDrive for Business, the backend container is SharePoint itself. You can configure the sharing for both the workloads using the same page. This option is also available in OneDrive for Business Admin Center as well. The sharing has got 4 options available. The very first one is anyone. The second option is new and existing guests. Third one being existing guests, and the fourth one being only people in your organization. The very first option says that the files can be shared with anyone anonymously and no authentication authorization would be required to access such files. If we choose the second option, that is new and existing guests, that means any users who will be added to your organization as a guest user or who are already member of your organization as a guest user, they will be able to access the SharePoint files shared with them, not all the anonymous users. The third option says existing guests. That means those users who are already added to the organization as a guest user will be able to access the file, not the new guest users which will be added later on. And the fourth option is only people in your organization. That means any external user, even if it is added as a guest user to your organization, won't be able to access the SharePoint files shared with them. Moving further, you can use this slider to choose any of these options. So let's keep it to the default option, that is with anyone. Moving further, there are a few more external sharing settings. From those settings, the important one is limit external sharing by domain. Some organizations have a need that they want to limit the external sharing by means of some IP address. Clicking this option gives us an option to add the domain. When we have to add a domain, there are 2 methods to add a domain. That is, we want to allow access to those domains or block access to those domains. And you need to enter the IP address for that particular domain. Let's take an example of allow domain, and if I enter here xyz.com, that means whatever files are shared using SharePoint, they will be shared only with xyz.com, and rest of the world, excluding your organization and xyz.com, won't be able to access those files. Similar is the case with block specific domains. If I choose the block specific domains options and configure xyz.com here, that means only xyz.com from the entire world won't be able to access the files shared by your organization. Rest of the organizations or domains will be able to access those files. Whatever you want to configure, just put the values here and then click Save. So that is it with how you are going to share files using SharePoint for SharePoint Online. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned to Technical Powerhouse for more Office 365 videos.